Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to me, and also to Paste. Say hello. Huh? Let's get you over here. A little closer. Okay. How's it? All right. How's everyone doing? Hope you're doing well. Oh man, sorry for my tardiness. Time is just trickling. Not even trickling. Rushing by. Time is rushing by. Oh my god. Can't believe it's already 10:14. Jesus Christ! Looks dark in here. Hold on. Let's crank this up a little bit. There you go. That looks a little bit better. Oh, and it's already March as well. Yeah, it's already March too. That's not good. That's not good at all. That is no good. That's no good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Oh man. Just take a moment to recuperate my thoughts. Hey. Hey. Yeah. Oh gosh. Gosh. Alright, let's see. Let's unpause alerts and see what we got here. I think I saw a... Yes, sure did. Salty Wookie! Thank you very much for the resub. 39 months! Oh my goodness. Salty Wookie, thank you. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. And hello to everyone in the chat as well. We got Yoyoto, we got Strike, Maggie, Klaus, Derelius, Yuko, Nick Duffy, Michael, Dry Erase Girl, Young Gogo, Janakis. Hello everyone. Oh man, and Mrs. Muffin as well. Good to see that too. Alright, so what are we doing today? I don't know. Today is gonna be a very chill day. Sounds like I haven't planned anything, but I totally have. I've planned a chill hangout stream. I feel we never get to just hang out anymore. So that's what today's stream is gonna be. A little catch up, little maybe show off. Hey, what? Oh, of course, and then also show off. Pace wants to be more included as well. That's another thing. And hey, Dry Razor, thank you very much for the resub. 43 months. How's it that I never know what to say during these sub messages? I totally sympathize. I also have no idea what to say in response to any of these messages. No idea. Do you know? Tell me. Hey, you got it wearing the same t-shirt? T-shirt buddies, nice. Got the Code Cat t-shirts. Yeah, I thought I'd wear the Code Cat t-shirt because I usually wear this t-shirt when I dabble with overlay coding stuff at all. You know, error messages. Almost like an omen. And hey, Klaus with 100 bits. Thank you very much, Klaus. Oh yeah, hype train started. The hype train is not ready yet, but I'm gonna aim for tomorrow. I think the hype train will be ready tomorrow. At least like the first version of it. Just gotta do a few tweaks. Just a couple more sound effects, a couple more timing tinkerings. You know, making sure everything runs a bit smoothly. I did a little test over the weekend, like a more of like a real world test to see like what would it actually be like. I was like pretending to be you, and I was acting like you, and everything broke. So I'm glad I did that. I fixed it, which is nice. And hey, Super Tux is here as well. New overlay stuff. Are we coding today? Coding stream hype? Maybe we might. I don't think it'll be like a coding stream because I feel like most people are already yawning at the very thought of that. But I was thinking of maybe showing off a little bit of something of some of the stuff I've been working on. Not the hype train, because that's like so close to being finished. I may as well keep it as a surprise. But there's this other stuff as well that I'm keen to talk about. And wait, what do you want from me? Always nudging me. I'll get your treats later. You don't deserve any treats just yet. Jesus Christ. Pace just had breakfast. I was like, hey, Rishu, hello, hello. New hype train is still in the redeem. Hey, what is it? What do you want? Pace wants continuous smooches. Very sweet. Yeah, no hype. Oh, it was no horn redeem. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll ever make that a redeemable thing. Maybe I don't know if I want you guys to be in control of the horns. I think just me might be enough. But I also haven't updated the horn sound effect yet. Not sure. I was looking at it. I looked into it, Rishu. I saw the, but the one I saw was actually, which is like 4 horns and then a long one. I thought, is that too many horns? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So it's still something I'm thinking about. Maggie, the preview of the hype train was already awesome, so looking forward to it. Oh yeah, the little sneak peek, the behind the scenes preview I sent out to tier 2 subs and patrons. Oh man, if you think that looks good, just you wait and see the final version. Final version is looking very nice. Also, hey, hello. Mar Himeko, 3 months. Welcome back. Thank you very much for the resub. Why not just record myself and use those sounds? Maybe not the worst idea. Maybe I will. Too much horn in this chat, you can never be too horny. I mean, the chat is already horny enough. Do I need to add 4 more horns to each sound effect? That might be too many horns. But yeah, maybe I'll do it by not by hand, but by mouth. Maybe I'll do it by mouth. Maybe I'll just cut off the first horn of the 4 horns. Maybe. Somebody say horny. Welcome, Dak. Like the bat signal. The Dak signal. There's a big horn. And I'll read some chatty as well.
1, 2, 3, pull.
Anonymous gifter. Gifting us up to Mrs. Muffin. Mrs. Muffin 85. Congrats on your 5-month hat. Gifted to you by Anonymous Gifter. How mysterious. Very mysterious. Thank you very much. And we're getting the last ever hype train out of the way. Thank you for another 100 bits, class. Yes, this may be the last time the hype train will ever happen. In this state. In this, like, non-existent state. From this stream forward, assuming I'll get it done by tomorrow, which I think I will, the hype train is going to be, not to overhype it, but revolutionary in every way. So yeah, definitely not overhyping it. If anything, I'm underhyping it by saying all of this. It's gonna change your life, is what I'm gonna say. Class, no, just ever, because we won't trigger one, so your work will never be seen. Well, there is that as well. There's the possibility of, I'll just override some settings and make everyone's first message trigger a hype train or something. Please overhype it so that we can make fun of you when it fails. Oh, it won't fail. It won't fail. All rail, no fail. That's gonna be the motto of my new hype train. And Super Tax 100 bits as well. Just get back the golden hat animation. Didn't you really try to do horns with your mouth back then? Oh. The golden hat animation from the old overlay. I did sound effects for that. That wasn't the... That was the diamond one or something. Oh man, getting weird flashbacks. I think I did. There were trumpets, weren't there? Wait, hold on. I have the folders here. Maybe I can have a quick peruse. Where would that be? Twitch overlay. Nope. Twitch theater. Sounds. There's a trumpet folder. What does it sound like? That's right. That's right. That's why I stopped using these things. Yeah. Okie dokie. There you go. Let me just pause that. That was Quartet's walrus trumpet sound. This is. Oh my god, copyright. Jesus. Damn it, F Barnes. Okay, that's right. That's F Barnes' one. Detonator. 6 months. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. Draw game. Thank you very much, Detonator, for detonating the draw game.
Protect the VIP team.
Steven Deluxe. Somebody once broke me. The world is gonna choke me. I ain't the biggest tool in the shed. Another 100 bits as well. All these, oh my god, all these bits and subs and stuff, and the hype train that doesn't even really exist. Wait, is it still going? Oh no, it just completed. It just completed now this minute. Okay, yeah. Oh my god, yeah. All this hype for a non-existent hype train. Goodness me. Thank you very much, Nick Defee, and everyone. Let's get into the draw game. Oh my god, another one. Jamamp, the champ, 74 months. 74 months. Oh my god, we're getting close to. Well, close, but we're getting toward triple digits here. And that is scary. No comic, too bad. Animate something. Oh, Jamamp. Welcome back. Welcome back. Take out your suggestions and turn them into word suggestions. Let's take this now. Here we go. Add your words. In the meantime, I'm going to play some more. Yeah, that was from Dak. What's this one? Ah, blah, 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 blah. Jesus Christ. I didn't think that would be a song file. It's only 149 kilobytes. Okay. What's this one? That's the classic one. That's from Dylan. This is another one from Dak. Okay. That sounds copyrightable too. That sounds like the official one, right? That's true. We have a lot of terrible trumpet sounds in this folder. Oh! That was... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I remember why I shouldn't have played that one. That one was way too loud. Sorry about that. Okay. Oh, cursed sound files from a different time. 2017 is when those files came into existence. Okay. Thank you very much for all of your word suggestions. And let's see which words I gotta draw today. Bring back the tunes. They are Comic Hat Girl Jesus. Comic Hat Girl Jesus. Comic Hat Girl Jesus. Hat Girl. Is that like a what's it called? Like a gender bender version of Hat Guy, I suppose? Or is it Or is it just Elias Hat Girl Jesus? Let's see here. Hey, Kelly Renton, 70 months. Daddy Gregor, give me that hat. Ooh woo, load lewd. And then whatever this is. This face. Thank you. Thank you, Kelly Renton. Welcome back. Wait, 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5? Wait, isn't it 1 out of... Oh no, that was Jamamp. That was... Wait, no, it was yeah. Jamamp was the 1 out of 5, and then Kelly Renton is the 2 out of... I see, okay. Okay, cool. See how defensive I get? It's like, wait a second. Wait a second, there's something wrong with the math. You guys are trying to cheat out another draw them words out of me. But no, it's legit. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's just get my pen in order. Comic Hat Girl Jesus. Requires a bit of coffee to think about this. Can we re-roll Jesus? I mean, Hat Girl already is. A deity? Wait, is that the right word? Hey, Siri, what is a deity? Deity? Hey, Siri, deity. What is that? Hey, Siri, dairy. What is it? No, deity. Isn't that the right word? No, she just gave up on me. Probably because she's low on battery. Hold on, let me plug that phone in. Okay. Really don't feel like comfortable making fun of Jesus. Who's to say I'm not gonna be making fun of Jesus? Tasteful? Tasteful is a classic word of the loading our streams. If anything, I was gonna reroll comic as well, because what the hell is comic? I can work that into it. And alright, let's reroll Jesus. Yeah, a lot too touchy here. Jesus. I don't want to start a whole like religious war here. Or a crusade or something. I don't know. Again, I don't know the lingo. I don't even know what deity is. I think that's... Shit, I hope that's the right word. I hope I'm not just saying some sort of weird slur. Like a religious slur or something over and over. Okay. Let's try it. What's this?
Come on.
Oh! Daddy like that. Okay. Alright. Well, actually, that doesn't change the image in my head at all. Okay, let's see. Comic Hat Girl, plump. Okay. I'm drawing in my mind right now. Visualizing it. Wait, does this make me look pretentious as hell or what? It's like I'm like a composer, like using my little mental stick, composing it. Maestro. Call me Maestro. Oh! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Dry Rayskull gifting 5 gift subs. Oh my goodness. I didn't even know if that was to definitely solidify another draw game. Thank you very much, Dry Rayskull. Oh my goodness. And look at that. Look at that. Look at that nice fix I did as well. No more does it just like cut off all the excess and start at 0 again. It actually brings whatever was the excess into the next bar. Hey? Very fancy. And also, Maggie finding their first spider. Congrats. Oh my goodness. Everybody keep clapping non-stop. Dry Rayskull, really appreciate you doing that. Oh, for skipping Jesus? Oh man. Alright, we gotta make sure that Jesus comes up every time now, from now on. And just skip each time. Thank you very much, Dry Rayskull. And thank you for setting this precedence. Precedent? This system. Precedent. Okay, precedent. That's right, the C. All right, coming. I mean, I'm just. Hold on. Gotta start drawing now. Enough blue balling, everyone. Plump Hat Girl comic. I want to make sure it's good before I ruin it. I'm drawing again. This isn't a joke. I'm actually trying to work here. If this was a joke, this is going on way too long. I don't want to be doing this, but I have to. All right, let's see. I'm drawing that. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. Sexy eyes. All right. Wait for it. Oh gosh. Anatomy, how does it work? This is not gonna have enough time for me to finish. Oh no! Wait. Oh no! How to? I really don't know how to draw anatomy here. Oh Jesus! Where's your arm? Oh no! 170 seconds. There's the comic. Yeah, it's supposed to be a comic there. Hey Capucho, hello, welcome back. Let me just more voluptuous. I would like to try. Uh, 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 uh. Sure. Okay, I got 2 minutes. We gotta start doing things here. Okay, filling in the white part here, and then this looks terrible. Yeah. 90 seconds. Quick, very quick shading. $60. Okay, it's got some time to focus on the plumpness. Uh, um, my classic signature move. This is how you know they're a girl, because they're wearing a bright pink bow. As is the rules.
Time's up, pal.
Boom! Pencils down. There we go. Oh, thank you very much. Comic Hat Girl Plump. Hey, you like it? Yeah. Paste agrees. She approves. Okay. Let's just, I'm just gonna increase the size of this to fit the canvas a little bit better. Okay. Not bad. Let's export. Almost there. Almost there. Nice comic strip. Oh! That's pretty good. Very nice. Thank you very much. That definitely made my bar grow.
I look like an optical illusion.
Thank you very much. Okay. Let's export this now to Twitter and Discord. Sweet. And Klaus finding his 33rd spider. Congrats. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you very much. That was the first Draw Them Words of the stream today. A successful one, I think. Hey. Oh. Get it over here. You can see better. Oh, the microphone's in your way. Well, I guess you need it close so that you can hear Pace's cute little meows. Hey. Yeah. Uh-oh, detonated. Your mom walked into the room. well, the plump hat girl was up there. Hey, that was your own doing. You're the one that detonated that Draw Them Words. Yeah, detonated his mom. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. The nude versions only exist for the paying patrons and subscribers. So, you know, this is where your money's going. Okay. We have a second Draw Them Words unlocked as well. So let's get back into it. And accepting the words again. Oof. Okay. In the meantime, let's just look at it. There you go. Oh, look. Precious. Precious. Pace is judging your words. Can't even bear to look at them. Oh. All right, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Oh, that's enough. Enough. Stop. Stop submitting words. Janaka's just submitted blank. What a waste of 100 bees. Okay. All right, excellent, excellent. The words we're choosing draw are Potato, Gorgora, and Mario. Gorgora isn't a word. I don't know what the hell Gorgora is, unless you're talking about me. But my name is Gorgor. Not Gorgor. Alright, it's complete different spelling. Let's see. I was trying to finish the... Is this one of yours, Yoyoto? This isn't... I think every non-word is a Yoyoto word. What? You're touching me again. You're touching my back? What's going on here? So cute. Okay. What's this? Oh yeah, we're still here. Potato, Gorgora, Mario. But what word were you trying to finish? It was supposed to be Grogan Gorgon. Oh, I see. Grogan Gorgon. Okay. Hmm. You know that guy that draws loading arrows? Gorgor, I think? I don't know if you can see, but Pace keeps like patting me on the shoulder. I don't know if to get my attention or just to sympathize for me. Let's see. Because we did like a hat guy, hat girl thing in the other one, I'm gonna skip Gorgora, because it's kind of similar. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that one. Whoa, rabbit. Potato Rabbit Mario. Potato Rabbit Mario. Interesting. Potato Rabbit Mario. Like a Super Mario. Made out of potatoes. But then the rabbit. Rabbit Mario sounds like a copyright violation. No, it sounds like that Ubisoft crossover thing, right? The what's it called? Revenge of the Rabbids or something? Mario versus Rabbids? I don't know, I haven't played it, but Curse of the Rabbits? Cause of the yeah, something. There's like ugly as hell rabbit things from Ubisoft. Okay. Potato. Okay, I got it. I got it in my head. I got it in my head. Okay. Hold on. All I need is to see how does Mario look like, and that's all I need. Okay, we're good. Let's start. I know you're thinking, what the hell? This is not the part I thought you'd start with, but yes. This is, um, huh? Okay. Sweet. Okay, let's see. 200 seconds left. Okay. Okay. Pretty good. Now let's quickly draw this thing. This music is really weird for this drawing. Sounds kind of cursed. Like so. Hat as well, of course, and then you got this bit, and then you got the Mario logo. Pant leg. Yeah, thank you. I've just noticed it now. And then 2 minutes. P for a potato, of course. And then
Bobby.
that looks like an egg. Wait, hold on. There we go. The shading. Squish hat. And then just like, whoops. This is gonna go above everything. Pow! Whoa, good timing. 30 seconds. 23 spiders for you, Stephen Deluxey. Congrats. Do this again here. Oh. Okay, why does that not work? Oh, I see it. Oh, shoot, I got it on the wrong layer.
Time's up, pal.
Oof. There we go. Potato Rabbit Mario. There we go. This is not the direction I was expecting. Came out great. Well, oh, thank you very much, Cuppa Joe. This one took me a second to understand. Yeah, so instead of like the coin coming out, it's a potato. So, right? And isn't that what the question mark block looks like? Ugh. I think. Yeah, whatever. I think it's pretty good. Okay, let's export this thing now. Because like the coin and the potato, they're both round. You know, that was my thought process. And let's export. Okay. Both. Nope. Both. Nope. Both. Nope. Did I push the button? Oh no, I didn't. Wait, shit, I don't think I did. Oops. I meant this one. Boof. There we go. Finally. Sweet. Excellent. Uploaded it too, I assume. Yes, indeedy. Sure did. Okay, cool. Exported to Discord and to that Twitter account. Let's see. Also, oh, what's this? This is new. Can anyone else see this? Danny Player One? Hey, welcome back, by the way. Danny Player One watched 3 consecutive streams this month and sparked a watch streak. Watch streak. Hey, well, excellent. Can anyone else see that, or is that just for me? Danny Player One, welcome back, by the way. And Clock, thank you for the resub. 21 months. Those were all my words. Thanks for not giving the bunny buck teeth. Hey, no worries. No worries. Some rabbits out there have dental care, so don't want to make any assumptions. But it is curious that you were so against. You don't like to see rabbit when they have buck teeth. Yeah, they don't really have buck teeth in real life, do they? Like, you see their teeth if they, like, open their mouth, but then everyone has teeth. Well, except for the fish. Well, no, fish have teeth. It depends on what kind of fish. Octopuses have, like, a beak. Octopusi. Octopi? They're not even fish. But, you know, my point still stands. A lot of things have teeth. And some things do not have teeth. But bunnies have teeth. Also, hey, Cathix, thank you for following, as well as Nick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you for the follow as well. Welcome. Welcome to the both of you. Everyone can see that watch streak? Oh, okay, cool. Neat. Looks new to me. Oh yeah, on that note, let's end there. Go back here. Also, dry erase girl. No one's going to understand that the cheese block with the P on it is for potato because it looked like an egg. Oh yeah, yeah, it does look like an egg. I don't know how to draw a potato that doesn't look like an egg. I mean, that's how potatoes look, don't they? Yeah.
Sue me.
Yeah, exactly. Sue me then. I don't know, maybe people think it's a peg. Peg's coming at. Also, Dower. Speaking of pegging, thank you very much for the resub. You know what would be a good invention? An air freshener that activates when it detects brainwaves. I know it sounds silly, but when you think about it, it makes sense. I wasn't sure where that was going. Very nice. Well played, Dower. Welcome back. Excellent. Also, Detonator, have I heard of ChatGPT? Sure have. ChatGPT has been the person I've talked to the most, other than Lee. ChatGPT has been the second most talked to person by me in recent times. Yeah, I have ChatGPT open like almost every day, and I've been well, I haven't really been using ChatGPT because that sounds like I'm taking advantage. But ChatGPT, I've asked ChatGPT for help on a lot of stuff recently, mainly to do with coding. Supertux is shaken. Supertux is shook. I don't want to pest the Supertux for every little thing, especially when it's like I'm starting from scratch here, and I don't want to be like, hey Supertux, you know what would be cool? What if? So I thought I would try and get like 75% of the way there, as far as I can, and then like when I'm really stuck, then I will bother Supertux about it. But so far so good. So far so good. I don't know. Supertux hasn't seen my code, although you can now, Supertux, because I uploaded it to GitHub just last night. The character customizer, which I'll show you guys. I actually wanted to show you guys this stuff on stream today. That I've been working on in addition to the hype train. So the hype train is one thing. This character customizer is another thing. And the reason I'm even working on the character customizer thing is because it would kind of lend itself to making some of the features I want in the hype train to work. So let me just tell you a little quick breakdown to what the hell I'm talking about here. Also, by the way, Yoda, I have fixed the random VIP thing. Notice that? Okay, that's working again. Anyway, character things. Right now, the character that you see in the stream here, like these ones, not so much the VIPs, but the other ones, right? The randomly generated ones. Those ones are so convoluted in the way that they're formed in OBS, the streaming service that I use. The StreamerBot, I've got it to like save like all these different variables per user. So you have like your head, you've got your hair, you've got your or hat, or your eyes, your mouth, your body, and they're all different variables, and they all relate to different PNG files on my computer. And when I load a character in the overlay, it basically loads all the variables from your user file, and then it just like plugs in the PNGs that it corresponds to, and then it shows the character, and then it freezes it, and then I use that frozen scene in other places. Oh, okay. That's like, that was a technique I found that worked the best. I used to use screenshots for things. It would automatically take a PNG screenshot of the built together scene and save it as a PNG, and then I would load that PNG as a character into these thingies over here. But that would always kind of like cause a little bit of a hiccup, because every time it takes a screenshot, it kind of stutters a tiny bit. I didn't like that, so anyway, found out I can use a freeze filter to just freeze the scene, and then when I want to update the character, I unfreeze it and then refreeze it, if that makes sense. Um, um, and it's been working all right so far, but it's gonna be problematic with, well, it's so convoluted that I keep forgetting how it works, so I'm kind of scared to touch it. And for some things I want to add to the hype train, I want to add like more presence of your characters. That's gonna be like a whole problem if I want to add more. Like even just having like these three on the bottom here, like that's already like kind of pushing it. To add like a bunch more dynamically with the hype train, yada yada, it's like this is gonna be nuts. Also, hey Abby, thank you for the follow. And so yeah, I came up with this idea that
No refunds.
no refunds for that follow. Thank you very much. So I came up with the idea that instead of loading and building your character in OBS with all a bunch of different layers and scenes and whatever, I use a website like my own to generate the different layers, and I just show the website into OBS with a transparent background. Poof. So instead of building the character in OBS, it just shows a web page, and the web page builds it. And that's what I've been working on. And I know like 90% of you are like, huh? What? What the hell is this boring guy talking about? I'm out of here. Totally don't blame you. But I will do some visuals soon so that you can have a better idea of what I'm talking about. But first, let me read some chat that I'm missing. Detonator, your friends and I, my friends and I created a whole RPG campaign with ChatGPT. Oh wow. Yeah, yeah, a lot of D&D mentions I've noticed with ChatGPT when I was like looking like ChatGPT, how do you use it? You know, looking up Reddit threads. A lot of D&D game masters using it. Did I fix Kofi subs? I think so. I can't remember what I did, but I remember looking into it. I think I fixed the Kofi sub thing not working. I'm not sure. Yoyoto, here are some AI-assisted hat girl generations. Okay, well, let's check this out. I'm very curious about this. All right, first up we have, oh, what the, hold on, wrong button. Why can't I want to click and, can I not, I can't click and drag. Oh, I'll just click these ones and I'll bring them over. So first up we got, damn. Looking, hey, I'm behind the thing. Okay, hold on, let me fix that. There we go. Damn, that looks pretty sweet. I like how the hat is like kept the weird brim that I do, but then added like a really nice 3D lit shaded brim as well. Damn, that looks really cool. What else we have? We got another one. We got interesting. Interesting that they added like a big black bow here. It's like the opposite. Oh, I also like how instead of the arms, it's just kind of added to the plumpness of her body. I like that. But here it got the hands back. That's cool. Real hands. A heart. That's kind of nice as well. The heart and like what is looks like sandals. That's pretty cool. The face kind of looks like that Pokemon. What's that weird Pokemon? I think he does like. I think he does that. What's that? Right? Looks like something. Not Psyduck. It's like it's like a blue one. Like Mudkip, but not Mudkip. What is it? What Webba Wait, do I have a? Did I make a? Hold on. Before I search Pokemon names in Google without a censor mode, I'm just gonna quickly check. Did I end up making a censor action? No, I don't. Wait, did I? Yeah. I remember doing it, but why can't I find it? Did I do it in my dream? Sorry. Huh. I guess I didn't. I guess I didn't do it. No, I'm sure I did. One sec, one sec, one sec. Oh, so many actions to look through. Huh. Nope. Okay, I must have not done it. Whatever. Let me just. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Whew, I'm sweating. That's the one, right? Kind of looks like that. A little bit, I think. Right? Oh, maybe it's not this one, actually. No. It's not this one. It's not Webba Fett. It's got more of a... The mouth is like almost exactly the same like this one. Yeah, it's not Webba Fett. Not Ditto, although Ditto looks close. Executor? Isn't that the eggs one? Exec... You crocheted a Webba Fett? Fuck. Cute. Why not? Why not? No, it doesn't have this like Halloween pumpkin mouth. It's got like a closed mouth and it looks like Spheal? Hey Predator, watching you at 3 a.m. from India. Oh my goodness, 3 a.m. Go to bed. But thank you for watching. Hello, hello. Responding to you at 11 a.m. from New Zealand. 11 a.m. in March. March 1st. Oh, it's March for you as well now. Spheal? No, it was like a newer Pokemon than that, I think. Like the face and like the head shape was the same. Like it's kind of big and then kind of skinny. What Pokemon is that? Who's that Pokemon? All the deck. I mean, for all the Pokemon that Rule of 34 shows up for, Wobbuffet is probably quite low on the list. Lemon Party? What's that Pokemon? Not gonna type that because I know what that is. Never mind. Got you guys. Got you guys. Good. Maybe it's just SpongeBob from the "You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Don't you, Squidward frame? Don't you, Squidward? I thought it don't you, Mr. Krabs? No, it's not that one either. Ah, okay, this is bothering me now. I'll look into this later. Maybe I'm just going crazy. I don't know. But anyways, there's a third. Uh-oh. There's a third one that was generated by AI, and it looks. It's Lee from Exocomics. I like how the comic's been updated too. It's got I don't know, the pink bow and then person with hair or something. Damn, this is really good stuff. I like the shading, especially on the. Let's get rid of the Pokemon frame, especially on the hat. That like soft shading in the middle, or the glow, whatever it is. That's pretty damn good. I think my favorite of the three, though, is probably this one. This one looks the most closest to my style, but updated. This one just annoys me because I keep thinking of that Pokemon. And that one's pretty cool, too. I like how the comic looks. Although this comic's got, like, lace around it. Romantic. But very cool. Very cool, Yoyoto. Stuff AI can do. Now, let's get a naked version up in here. Did I miss the last one? Wait, no, this. Wait, did you have more than 3? I only have 3 up. 1, 2. Oh no, you do have a 4th one. Let's see. The 4th one. Look. Oh my goodness. Oh, there you go. Bam! Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to save all of those. Very nice. Very cool. How did what was the prompt? So you upload it's like an image to image thing, right? The AI algorithm that you use. So you upload the picture I drew, and then what? What did you type? Out of curiosity, you use ControlNet, which is a new algorithm that does amazing things. I feel like every time I ask a question about AI, there's always like a new thing. It's crazy how fast it's evolving. Also, I'm convinced it's a Digimon or a Yu-Gi-Oh monster that I'm thinking of right now. Possibly. Could be Digimon. I've never seen Digimon, but I know of it. But it could be. That might be what I'm thinking of. I'm gonna wait, hold on. I'm gonna keep this one up just so if there's any other like Pokemon experts out there that can find what Pokemon I'm thinking of based off this face, I'll let you guys have that to enumerate in your head. So this is what you typed into the AI generation. A girl holding a piece of paper in front of her, looking very smug, blonde hair, thick cleavage, hat, pink bow. Thick and cleavage weren't very used in the prompt. I wonder if he even knows what thick is with 2 C's. Dow, just browse through a list of all Pokemon and play Smash or Pass while looking for that specific one. Leave the 4th one up for the Twitch thumbnail. Oh, Axolotl. Oh, that sounds kind of familiar. Prince Valium. I think you might be right. Axolotl. That's the one! Prince Valium, you've done it. You have done it. See? Doesn't this look exactly the same? Like the head shape, the body, the mouth, the eyes, sort of. Eh? I knew I wasn't going crazy. Thank you very much. This looks... It's the same picture. One's pink, one's blue. Oh, no. Wait, what the hell is this? Official class. Pokesmash.xyz. Is this... Oh, God. Wait, hold on. What the hell is my censor button? I swear I made one. Come on. Hold on, let me just see. I mean, there it is. I just don't have a button for this. Okay, I can... What is this? Oh, yeah, they've weird filters. Oh, I got this thing as well. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I can... Okay. I'm gonna make a real quick button for this right now. I'm just gonna make it say sensor cam. And in it, I'm gonna say OBS. What is this? Source. Set source filter state. Pixelate toggle. Oh! Is that a draw them words that I hear? Hold on. There we go. Hold on. And I'm just gonna make a quick button. Pixelate Chrome. Yay! Okay, I have this as a button now. Okay, cool. Now I can look at all the Pokemon porn I want. And I won't get banned. Sweet. Okay. Alright. Technology. Super happy about that. Also, Maggie finding their second spider. Not just first, but now second as well. Good job. Excellent. And also Prince Valium resubbing for 18 months. Thank you very much. Thanks again for showing me the Pokemon I was thinking of. And now also resubbing for 1.5 years. And we gotta draw them words. Also, but before this, what is this? Calorantin. Look up Smug Anya from Spy X Family. Looks very similar. Also, safe for work. Hold on. Smug Anya, Spy X Family. Oh wow, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, it does look like this. That even the colors, very, very similar. The eyes are like exactly the same. Nice. Oh, and what's this as well? Yoyoda was mentioning something about not safe for work. I also added not safe for work in the negative prompt, so it should have not. It should have not have a lot of not safe for work. Let me remove that and see what it does. Next message. Oh God. Okay, well the next message after that should be, "Hey, I've sent it to you in Discord DMs. Send me that shit. It's very spicy. Send me it." I won't show it on stream, but it'll be for my own viewing pleasure. Okay. Speaking of pleasure, let's get into another Draw Them Words. Third one of the stream. Let's go. Accepting words now. Feel free to submit your words. In the meantime, I'm gonna patiently wait for Yoyoda to send me that not safe for work Rule 34 version of the drawing I just did. Hey Rex, welcome to the stream. You gotta submit your word using the channel point reward, the add word thingamajiggy. Otherwise, it doesn't count.
Bobby.
Also, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much, Rex. My Discord DMs are disappointingly empty. Yoyoto, I am highly disappointed. Okay. You're submitting words, wait. I want my Rule 34 porn, and I want it now. I don't want to wait. What is it? It's supposed to be AI, it's supposed to be instant. Jose Burgermeister, thank you for the 35 months. Welcome back. Thank you very much. And already working toward the next Draw Them Words. Oh my goodness. Okie dokie. Alright, we got 37 words here to choose from, and they are...
Always go for the naked guy's crotch.
Good advice. And they are as such. Reroll, anthro, not safe for work. Okay, well, I gotta reroll the reroll. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I just remembered what anthro means. Oh no! Wait, that was like a humanized version of an animal, right? Hold on. Let me just define anthro. Short for anthropology. What is? Wait, what? What is human, humanoid, or human-like? The attribution of human traits to a non-human entity. Oh dear. So it's just a fancy word for furry, right? Anthropomorphic. Oh dear. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Just draw a black bar that says sense it and you're basically done? No. We can't just wham bam thank you ma'am this. We gotta make sure we satisfy everyone. Gotta give a good attempt at it. Let's see, use your sensor button and draw. Well, my sensor button right now is only plugged into the Chrome window, but I mean, I could attach it to this as well, but it would take a lot more time because I'd have to copy the filter over and then connect it and yada yada. Oh no, sorry. Oh gosh, Super Tux, I want my bees back from my highlighted message you ignored 10 minutes ago. Oh no. Oh no, I'm ignoring all your messages. The problem is, I think, it's because you're a mod, your text is green, and Hatbot's text is also green, so I kind of just unintentionally ignore all green messages, basically. Oh dear. Sorry, SuperTux. Patrons also get the uncensored version of Scared Stiff. That's very true. It is very true, Scared Stiff. Hold up. Any chance to plug my patron, I will take it. So this comic here, none of these costumes are scary. What do you find scary? Nothing. Boom. And yeah. The patron version, uncensored. Uncensored, if you can believe it. I don't even like pushing this angle because it just gets a lot of people disappointed. But let's get back to the business. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Poof. Ah! Not that one. That one. A little sneak peek there. God damn. I have all these buttons, and I never have the button I actually need. But that'll be a little tantalizing to you. Okay, we're back to here. That wasn't even the message I highlighted. Oh dear. SuperTux. SuperTux. Where is your message, SuperTux? Oh no. Oh wait, no, your text isn't green. What the hell? Okay. Your text isn't green. Now I'm looking for green text and I can't find it. Oh no. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there are mixed spaces and tabs for indentation in the code. My OCD. Was that ChatGPT or was that you? Damn, I remember reading this and I forgot to respond. I'm assuming that was the one that you highlighted. Yeah, the code I have for the character customizer, the indentation, some of it being spaces and some of it being tabs, I think would be ChatGPT because I'm a tab guy. I never do spaces. I hate spaces. Why do space when tab do a trick? Greg is telling us to not draw this prompt. No. I'm still thinking. I'm still thinking here. Also, Dry Erase Girl, click my link of an old drawing for inspiration. Do I want to see an old not safe for work anthro drawing for inspiration? Let's have a gander. Ba-ba-ba-boom! Alright, wait. You can still see. Okay, well, good thing I don't have any full screen pouring going on because this pixelization is not doing the trick. I wonder what this could be. Oh my goodness. Ba-ba-ba-boom, boom, boom, boom. Whoa, this is massive. How big is this picture? 999 pixels across. Oh, actually, it's not that. I just somehow zoomed in more than I needed. There we go. That's the full size. There we go. Very nice. That is so that's an example of anthro, where it's a non-human object with human traits. Human traits. Or traces of human on them, in them, around them. When I'm done with them, treating them like the non-human object that they are, objectifying these objects. Oh my god. Let's get back. Let's get back over here. Both. Okay. Jesus Christ. I'm so distracted. Also, you sent me some stuff on Discord, Yoyoto. Sweet, I will check that out. Hold on. I feel like I gotta start drawing this though before everyone gets upset that I'm taking too long in this. Also hate Bogsville, LOL. You think Sony would do a shadow drop like Microsoft and Nintendo just did? What did they do? I'm so out of the loop. I know Nintendo announced like the new Zelda, or they showed off the new Zelda and the new Mario Kart stuff. What did Sony do? And hey to Power, hello, hello. Okay, nut and throat, not safe for work. I've got some ideas. I got peanuts on the brain, Jamamp. You think a peanut would just peanut butter? Well, the thing is, I was thinking peanuts, but then people would be like, peanuts aren't even a nut, they're a legume. I think they're legumes. So, but then again, peanut, I mean, they got the word nut in them. Thinking. Chestnuts. Nuts on the chest. Thinking of that. Let me look up some peanut reference. Peanuts. Okay. What do they look like? What are they all about? Okay, I got an idea. Okay, all right. Let's do this starting now. Okay. Okay. All right. Wait. Okay. Wait. Um. 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 Eh. Okay. It's supposed to be like bed sheets, but kind of hard to do. It's like a napkin now. I don't know. I don't know, the sheets look kind of strange. I might not do the sheet stuff. Oh, I don't know. Kind of an interesting little extra detail. um, yeah, it kind of looks like it's giving birth. I mean, that's also not safe for work. You can't show birthing videos at work. Busting a nut, giving birth, they all apply. One more wholesome than the other. Beautiful. One's beautiful, one's hot. Oops. 2 minutes to finish this. 2 minutes to finish this. Oh dear. We gotta start moving. Eh. 80 seconds. Oh, oh, oh. 30 seconds. Come on. um, um, that makes it look more not safe for work.
Time's up, pal.
Oof. Okay. I think. I think. I think that works. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Not your fetish, but I respect that. I mean, you know, it's not my fetish either, but you know, fits all the words. I give people what they want. It's definitely not safe for work either way. It works. But yeah, it's open to interpretation. Either it's giving birth to more little peanuts, or it's busting a nut. Either way works. Okay. Let's see here. Let's export. Um. What the fuck? Welcome back, Sandman. You came back at the perfect time. Perfect time. Eh. All right, exported now. Perfect. Whoops. Okay. It was a very chill stream today, just hanging out, looking at cartoon porn. Speaking of which, let me check out my Discord DMs to see if Yoda sent me that stuff. Oh! Let's see here. Okay, the algorithm generated this. All right, it's not too not safe. It's still. Oh yeah, nice shine on the bosom. I could show this, I think. Especially that one. I mean, that one's definitely not safe for work. I mean, it's definitely you don't want to open it up at, I don't know, at Microsoft or whatever. But I mean, this looks tasteful. Looks tasteful. Let me show you what this looks like. Ah, ah. Ah, this is not the right. Again, I need to find that woo sound effect. Somebody please find me that sound effect. Woo! Like my audience does it. Like they do it a lot in old sitcoms. I was a Firefly. Welcome back for 2 years. Miss having the emote. Load JJJ. Welcome back. Welcome back. And then there's also this one. This one's got, it's similar, but a lot more graphic. Look at that, very almost nude, almost. Wait, I can't show this. Can't show this. There are people out there with their mothers walking in the room right now and looking at this. Show the 3D one. Where's the, oh yeah, there's like 3D ones. There's a lot. You gotta send me like, how many? 7 of these. They exist in 3D as well. Let me show you. Boom! And also, boom! Crazy, right? This is 3D. Also, this looks like she's standing on a carton of eggs. I don't know if that's intentional. You're trying to egg roll me here. Not bad. Not bad at all. How does it feel knowing that we're objectifying Gregorina in this way? In what way? A free way? I hate it. Hate that you're objectifying her for free. Are you gonna share the nut doodle too? Oh wait, didn't I share the nut doodle? Should have exported. Hold on, did it not? Reporting in. Hold on. Pixelate this thing again. Hold the phone. Hey, Quartet G, I think I'm out of the loop here. Oh yeah, this is Yoda made some not safe for work interpretations of the recent not safe for work drawing I did for Draw Them Words. Not this one, not the nut busting a nut pregnant one, but the hat girl one. Hold on. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, looking at Discord here. Did it send? Did it send to? It sure did. It sure did. Oh wait, you weren't even talking to me, Gloomby. Oh my goodness, Gloomby, you were talking to Yoyoto. You're gonna share the nut doodle too. Right. Okay, well, good to know that the busting nut one got sent to Twitter and Discord. And welcome back, Quartet G. Hello. Oh yeah, the original drawing was this, by the way. Oof. That was the original drawing. It was Comic Hat Girl and Plump were the 3 words. And then from that, Yoyoto went to town with the AI and made a whole bunch of awesome interpretations. Pretty crazy. So cool. Oh shit, it's all censored. Oh no! Okay, hold on. Dumb. Censored. Okay, hold on. Wait. So I started with this. Quartet G 7. You gotta sub to see the uncensored version. Okay, have fun with whatever this is. Hey, Quartet G. Thanks again very much for the resub. Yeah, so we drew this thing. Hat Girl, Comic, Plump. And from that, Yoyoto turned it into AI. And produced, well, that was Dry Erase Girl's thing from before, and produced all these different ones. So neat. Very cool. Cool stuff. And hey, JC Beloso, welcome back. Welcome back. How you doing? Oh my goodness. Dry Erase Girl just DM'd me a not safe for work picture herself. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, can I even show this on stream? Screw it. You only stream on Twitch once. Yosto. Yosoto. Boof. From Dry Erase Girl. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. That's a not safe for work. Peanut. Very I like the matchsticks in the background. Very what's it called? The Art of Seduction. Very much like that. But yes, let's see. Get back to full screen me. I was gonna say, let's get away from all the not safe for work stuff, and then I remember we have this thing in the corner. Until the next Draw Them Words anyway. Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness. Stop reading the green message. Okay, hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Andrea, oh my god. So sorry. I'm missing all these messages. Also, Danny Player One, congrats on your third spider. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, hold on. I'm missing a bunch of chat. Scrolling up, scrolling down. Andrea! Apologies. You could have drawn a jam jar full of peanut butter as plucked up reference. You could have drawn a jam jar full of peanut butter as a plucked upper. Oh yes, to the jar from the plucked up series. Nice little reference there. Drawn a jam. That would be very, very, very subtle. No one would get it, except for the cool ones. Only the cool people would understand that one. But I like it. Very subtle. Peanut butter in the jam jar. Sounds kind of lewd, even just saying it like that. Let me also have a quick see. Can I change this? I hate this green text thing because I never see green text. Oh, I've got a separate highlighted window here if I want. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Oh, maybe I'll do that. Hold on, let me move this over here, move this over there. Okay, maybe this will stop me from missing all these messages. Okay, now I'll have highlighted messages will definitely stand out in my vision more, I hope. Okay, so Klaus, you already have the ooh sound when you approve a comic title idea. Holy shit, you're right. I already have that sound. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh my god. Hold the phone. Crowd. No, wait, that's not the one. That's not the one. Is it? This. Oh yeah, this one totally works. Ooh. Ah, it's not actually. No, it doesn't work. It's not. It's not the right one. I want ooh, like a little bit more cheeky. I need more cheek. This one's actually. This one's more like ooh, like surprising. Like that's interesting. But I want the more cheeky kind of like ooh la la kind of sound effect. Yeah, but it's close. That's close. And JC Blosa, having a good day today? Excellent. Good to hear it. Excellent, excellent. And apologies again to Andrea for missing like all of your messages. Load facepalm. We desperately need that emote. Load facepalm. I'll write down the list of things to consider doing.
Bobby.
Load facepalm. Added it. Could be used quite a lot. Also, hey, Rogue? Rogue Leog? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Let me know. But thank you for following. Welcome. As much as I adore the load BRB emote, I never use it. There's a lot of emotes that I feel like don't really get used at all. I think. Wait, are we at our max emote capacity? I know we have a couple, or at least one slot available for an animated emote. We still need to fill. I'm not sure about the regular emotes. I think they're all filled. But, yeah. Could animate that face palm, yeah. Yeah, maybe. That's something with the animation there, yeah. And also, there's also all these bit emote slots too that we need to fill. Yeah. So many things. So many things. Alright, well, anyway. Let me show you things I have been working on that are not related to things that people want, but would be really useful for me in the background. So, how should I show this? Let me show by going to check this out. Let me move this over a bit. Look at this. Huh? Huh? Changing the body? It doesn't really quite. Why doesn't it work normally? This. Oh yeah, cool. It's only got like three options right now, and the hat one doesn't work for some reason when using the button. But if I do hat equals backward cap, backward hat underscore HB, refresh. No, that doesn't work. Hat equals backwards. I think it's with an S. Backwards hat. I gotta rename some of these files. Nope, that's not the right. What the hell is it called? Sorry, one second. The hat is called. Oh wait, did I say hat? Ah shit, I meant hair. It's hair. There we go. So look at that. Huh? No one gives a shit about what just happened there. But look at this. I plug in the URL, hashtag hair equals backwards hat underscore HB. HB meaning hat back. That means that there's a second PNG file behind the head, aka the cap. So that's kind of neat. I don't know why it doesn't work with the buttons yet, but that's not really my top priority right now because these buttons are more just for testing rather than for you to play with so far. But eventually, I want the people to have the option to customize the character how they want it and then export it into a code that they can copy and then drop in a channel point reward, and then it changes your character to exactly the character that you want. And this will be available to everyone who is a sub. But everyone will be welcome to like go here to loadinghours.com/character/customizer and just like mess around with stuff. But yeah, obviously I haven't plugged in more than 3 things at the moment, and there's still lots to do. Like the eyes and the mouth, obviously, and then also the coloring. Right now they're just bright green, and I want that to be a color picker that you can choose whatever color you want, instead of just having a few predetermined colors that are existing right now. In the future, I want it to be completely customizable. So that'd be pretty neat. Dry Rays Girl. Can that be a game I want to play? I would pay 99 cents on the App Store to be able to customize that in a game. Interesting. I don't foresee this turning into like a paid app or anything like that. But I mean, it'll be a thing you can go on the website. And it'll look nicer than this, and then you could do stuff. Poof! Look at that. I don't know if you can see the top here, but hashtag hair equals backwards hat underscore HB and body equals wedding. Poof! And you press refresh, and it looks like this. And so the idea is that Face keeps hitting me with her tail. That StreamerBot would pump out this URL into the browser that is inside of the OBS, and that would look a little bit like, would be like, hold on, poof, like this, poof, and then I could like change the URL, and it would change the character on the fly, and yeah, that would be the new system, and I think that would work really, really well. Do you agree? Pace agrees. Check DMs, Klaus. What have you sent me here? What have you sent me? Where did you get this thing from? Sounds like a flamboyant ghost. Is that me? Oh, it's me! I was the flamboyant ghost all along. What a twist. I mean, that works in a pinch. That could be a good plan B if I can't find the sound effect I'm looking for. Thank you for that, Klaus. Super Tax, I just noticed the dead folder in VIP. So if you quit being a VIP, you are dead to Gregor. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the. Hey, it's just the terminology that I use. Yeah, dead. If you're not VIP anymore, your character goes into the dead folder. Yeah. I forgot I titled it that. The power. Did you see the beef between Angry Birds and Cult of the Lamb? There's beef? You telling me there's beef between chicken and lamb? This sounds like a menu. I guess the Angry Birds aren't chicken. What is it? What's another word? Poultry. I guess is more appropriate. What's the beef? Should have called it RIP. Oh yeah, the RIP folder instead of dead folder. Damn man, luckily my VIP seat is actually a throne, and someone has yet to take my top bit crown. That is true. Wait, how am I still looking at that? I can't remember if I'm still like that's automated or if I still have to check every now and then. Thank you for the reminder though, Sarah man. You can DM me on Discord if you want. About the beef between Angry Birds and Cuddled Lamb? Sure. It sounds like you've got like some sort of inside scoop now. Something you shouldn't show to everyone else. But I haven't played either. I mean, I must have played Angry Birds on someone's phone way back when, and I haven't played Cult of the Lamb either. I know of it. I've seen on Steam. Looks cool, but I'm not sure if it's really my kind of game. There's also pork in Angry Birds. True, the little pigs. Like moldy pork, because they're green, right? And what was I thinking? Oh yeah, so this just to go back to my my pride and joy here. So this thing is pretty damn cool because I built it all myself and using ChatGPT, and it's pretty advanced so far. Pretty advanced because it uses. Hey, let me just show you. Should I show you? Can I show you? Let me open up my Visual Studio Code. I will show you this. I think is fine to show. Just wondering if there's gonna be like some sort of weird unhashed password that comes up or something. Shouldn't be. Should be fine. Yeah, I think it's fine. It looks like this. Okay. Yeah. All right. So this is the HTML file. Pretty simple stuff. Then you got the CSS. Simple stuff. And then you got the JavaScript. And then here we go. This is like... I'm amazed that I haven't had to pester SuperTux about this at all yet. This is all me and AI. Pretty neat. And what's even cooler is that it uses JSON, a JSON file, where I'll plug in all the different hair, body, eyes, mouth things. And they'll have different attributes as well. Let me just make this a little bit. Can I make this bigger? Like obviously this is more just like a placeholder attribute just to see if it even works. But I got this like hair back true one here. So the backwards hat has this hair back true. And if you go into the JavaScript there, if current hair option has a hair back label, then you should change the PNG URL of the thing behind it to the hair back PNG. Yada yada yada. Anyway, that's that. I'm gonna have to fill all this out with all the different bodies and hair and eyes and mouth. And then you have this thingy here as well, which I'm not really 100% sure what it does. Kind of just like loads the JSON, I guess. And it waits for it to finish loading before loading the rest of the JavaScript or something. I don't know. I'm barely holding on to what's going on over here, but all of this is required just to have this happen. Well, and the URL, which is cool. Yeah. Oh, did I answer your question? Oh, your internet crashed. Oh yeah, I said you can. Yeah, feel free to DM me about the beef between the two games. So curious as to. It sounds like you have some sort of secret insider information about it that you don't want leaked out or something. But yeah, I don't really play either game, so pretty small stakes for me. Jamamp, it loads the JSON over the network and parses it into an object for you. Yep, more modern JavaScript can do that a bit more simply with import. Oh, there you have it, Jamamp. Criticizing my code. That sounds good. Sounds good. I'm really glad it's working out. It's truly amazing how well ChatGPT works. Like honestly, I mean, I know it's not flawless, especially because at first I thought it was like, holy crap, this is amazing. But then the more you use it, you realize, oh, it's not actually 100% correct all the time. So it still keeps you on your toes a little bit. But man, oh man, it is super cool how like you can just ask it to do anything, and then I'd be like, oh, thanks for that. Can you add comments to all that code? And ChatGPT is like, oh, sure thing, and it does the code again, but it comments everything and says exactly what each line of code is doing and stuff. Super cool. And I have to remind myself, like, because I'll find myself getting stuck at something, and I go to ChatGPT to ask it for help, and then I realize, then I stop myself thinking like, I don't want to bother it too much with every little question I have. I have to remind myself that ChatGPT don't care, though I'm still quite polite. I'll say thank you and please and stuff. Although not always. Sometimes I feel like when I ask please, it'll just say no. Like it'll be like, oh, I'm a chat bot. I'm not programmed to create things for you or something. But if you don't say please and just tell it to do something, it'll do it. But then I like to say thank you, just so I'm still in its good books. Also, Stephen Alexi off the bed. I have a good night, Stephen the Sleepy. Take care. Now you need to check Bing Chat, which has access to the internet and makes it even better. Oh yeah, because ChatGPT is like limited to 2021, like everything up to 2021. That's like its data set, right? Bing Chat. I mean, Microsoft own both things now, right? So is Bing Chat the same AI? ChatGPT, will you please be my friend? No. I don't even dare asking it that. I keep it strictly professional. I don't want to get too personal in ChatGPT. Too young to die. Hello, hello. A British man is visiting Australia. The man at customs asks, do you have a criminal record? The British man replies, I didn't think you need one to get into Australia anymore. But boom, boom! Australia. Criminal island. Bing Chat does use ChatGPT, I think. I'd be surprised if it didn't, because didn't Microsoft just pay like $500 million for it? It'd be weird not to use it. And Danny Player One, okay, I've been under a rock or something. What's What's ChatPTG? ChatGPT is basically just like a really advanced AI bot that you can type to, and it types back. And you can just ask it, well, you can tell it to do anything, basically. I'll show you an example. Let me sign in. Hold on. Let me Let me show you what that kind of looks like. I'm just gonna log in here. Actually, hold on. Just this err on the side of caution. I'm just gonna go in full screen mode just for now. What's it called? Oh, yeah, OpenAI. That's the 1 second. 1 second. Logging in. One moment. Okay. Okay. All right. So it kind of looks like this a little bit. Don't look at the side things. Don't look at my previous conversations. punny comic tit. That's short for titles. I can say though, it has never given me a title that I thought straight up that is a good title. But it does give me ingredients that I later cook in my own brain to come up with interesting stuff. Don't look at it! Ratman's funny. Wait, what is that one? Hold on, let me wait this shit. What did I do for this one? Oh yes. I was this is this don't judge me here. Again, it's never given me direct answers for creative questions, but sometimes it brings me to a place that I might not have gotten there very quickly. Oh, but anyway, what is it doing? Let me see. Let me just load up the one that I want. Taking a while to load for some reason. Oh yeah, there we go. Hold on. Okay. Oh my god, there's just so much. I've been talking a lot with chat. This is only one thread. Okay. And this is kind of what it looks like, the conversation that I have with ChatGPT. Hey, ChatGPT, what would the code be for a simple website that has 3 512 pixel images stacked on top of each other? The images are loaded in from a library using JavaScript. And it's like, boom, here's an example. Here you go. Here's the HTML. Here's the JavaScript. And it explains like what it's doing. And CSS, how do I make 2 divs be on top of each other? And boom, here's an example. Very cool. But then sometimes it's not like, it doesn't interpret what I say the correct exact way, so I'll have to like ask it again in a different way. I have problems. I'm still asking, like, why does this not work? How do I super text map? You're all judging me so hard right now. I can feel it. So basically, every time the tiny little teeny step is something that I ask and bother the AI to help me with. Um, what was this? Wait, what just happened? Oh, oh my, that doesn't count as a highlighted messages? Should have counted. Okay, it does. It's a highlighted message, but it doesn't show up in my highlighted window for this chat thing. It's annoying. Anyway, Strike, you guys have been talking a lot. Huh? Seems like it's getting pretty serious. Did you tell your parents about you and the AI yet? Not yet, no. My parents are too conservative. They would never approve. They would never approve my AI relationship. And Danny Player One. So ChatGPT is Google on steroids. I mean, sort of. Like Google, you use Google to like search stuff, and it brings you websites that have like the same text in them, and then you like hope that you find the right one. Whereas with this, you kind of cut out the middleman. You're like, I don't want to have to like peruse through different sites and pages and Stack Overflow questions and see which one kind of fits my scenario. It just kind of somehow just does it for me. And the cool thing is, if it's all in one conversation, it'll like remember the conversation. So it remembers like the names of the functions and the variables, like the hair and the body stuff. So at the end of this conversation, if I ask something else, it'll remember like, oh yeah, so this is what the code would look like, and it's like, boof, you know, here's the variables you were using before. That explains a lot how the code looks. There was another question here. I think it was Gmap, or was it Supertext? Oh no, Supertext. It also loads the JSON twice. You can drop line 17 to 22 from the image data JavaScript. It does nothing. Oh really? Oh really? Okay, hold on. The image data JavaScript, line 17 to 22. Okay. I will get rid of that. I'll comment it out. Thanks, Supertux. Yeah, especially like the later on with the JSON stuff, like I'm a little confused by how that all works or what it does, but yeah. So it's like I've just been using this thing nonstop. Why am I getting this error? Why? I can't find the issue. Is something wrong with my code? And then you can paste your own code, and at first I was like, oh, how do I format it so that you can read the code correctly? And then I realized you don't format. It can figure it out by itself. You just paste that shit in there, and it'll just know. What is what is wrong with my code? Is something wrong with my HTML? What's going on? Did I paste the whole thing? And then is something wrong with my JavaScript? Yeah, and then you can just paste the entire thing. And look how like eloquent it is. It's hard to tell if there's anything wrong with the code without knowing what it's supposed to do. However, da -da 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 -da. And then it just gives you the modified version. Idiot. Thanks, but I'm still getting an error saying my button is no. This is my HTML. And look at this. This is a cool one. This is really cool. It responds, it seems like your HTML code is correct, and the issue might be in your JavaScript. Can you please share your JavaScript code so I can take a look and help you debug this issue? So like, holy shit. So then I give him the JavaScript, and then it's like, here's the issue, blah, 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 blah. Thank you. I have a button to go to the next hair, but what about a button to go to the previous hair? And then it's just crazy. It's so cool. Man. I've been in love with it. But yeah, it's just been like a lot. It would have taken a lot more time to use Google to figure out any of this, you know? And yeah, it's just so cool that you can actually like paste the entire code that you have and it just responds immediately. Wait, and like look at this as well. I have to really like remind ChatGPT that it's dealing with a baby. Like, why do I get this error? It's like, oh, it's, you know, you gotta fix this error, you gotta do this and this. Here's the code. This will prevent the error. I'm like, where do I place that code? Explain to me like I'm 5. Yeah. And then, yeah, it just goes on and on and on. And yeah, why don't I have an if part body section? Yeah, it's just, I've been in love with this. And like, I don't know if X Comics is still in the chat, but like, I've been just, what's that meme where it's like, I don't know which one it is. Is it when the guy is like explaining, like there's like a picture of a guy just talking nonstop and the girl is like really disinterested? that's me in X Comics. I'm just telling her all this ChatGPT stuff, like just saying it's so cool because it does this and this and this, and she is sick of it. Sick of it. And like, just such a specific things. Can I instead change my hair options array so that I can have a label be hair 1 and the source would just be the label but with a PNG at the end? Like, I don't even understand what the hell I'm talking about here. Like, reading this now, forgetting the context, this doesn't make any sense to me. And yet, the bot is just like, yes, you can do this. Great, thanks. So cool. So cool. Okay, yeah, look. Oh, this is a cool example here. So it's like, you can do this and this. Here's some code. And I'm like, could you add more comments to that, please? And then it's like, sure. Here's the updated code, but with comments explaining what each line does. It's so cool. But I mean, it's funny though, because like I feel like a month ago when this whole AI stuff was coming about of what's it called, like DALL-E 2, whatever, and then like AI creating pictures, and then there's like, oh shit, it's taking the jobs away from artists. Uh-oh, like that's scary stuff, how AI is developing like this. I don't know if I like this. I don't know, I'm scared. And then and then I come across this thing, and I'm just in love with it. Like, AI is my new best friend. Meanwhile, all the programmers now are quaking in their boots. Though I'm sure actually coders looking at the code it's probably producing, they're probably all shaking their head. So I think the coders' jobs are safe for now. And in fact, I hear coders actually using this to like do more kind of rudimentary, basic stuff that's just simple but time consuming, and you can just make the bot do the boring stuff quickly and letting you get back to the more interesting, complicated stuff. Yeah. And look at it, yeah, even when it's not like a completely technical thing, it's more just like, why is it better to use a JSON file for the image data instead of just including in the JavaScript directly? And anyway, and because I know I'm just dealing with a bot, I would never ever ask SuperTux like inane questions like this, because I don't want to be too much of a bother. What should I call this separate JavaScript file? Like, I'm basically one step away from just asking, can you do this for me? How about I just give you, how about I give you remote access to my computer? Could you just do all this for me? Because I think if we just cut out the middleman that I am, that would be a lot better. Super neat. Anyway, now, oh yeah, but sometimes I notice that it stops loading sometimes.
Stomach acid is gonna fall out of my eyes.
Sometimes I notice that the ChatGPT breaks halfway through loading something, and then you can just say, hey, that last code didn't finish loading. And it's like, yeah, you better apologize. And then here's the code. So smart. Like, it doesn't even do the entire thing again. It actually knows, oh, you mean, oh, that last JavaScript code? Oh, I'll just do that one. I won't do the whole message, just that last code. Super cool. And SuperTux, I'm wondering if you understand all the lines that don't have comments in the code, or if you just didn't want to bother the AI to explain it to you. A little bit of both. A little bit of both. Sometimes I won't even really fully read everything the AI tells me. I just kind of copy the code. But don't tell ChatGPT. The name for the file doesn't even make sense for what it does at the moment. Oh, the image. Yeah, I know. I don't like that name. Image data.js. Is that the one you're talking about? What should that one be called? Because I really don't like it, because it confuses me. Because data.json is, that makes sense, because that's where my image data is. So I don't know why the image data.js is called that way. What would you call it, SuperTux? What should I call that file? What should I call that file? Please. Anyways. Yeah, I'm even like kind of arguing at some point, like, it's doing something, like, but the base URL area isn't the data JSON, you idiot. Do it again. And then, yeah. Oh, I forget, I forgot some of the stuff I asked it, but yeah, I'm confused. Sorry. What is in my customizer and what is in image data? I don't understand. I don't understand what you made me do. Ugh. Um. Super text. AI is good to do the boring stuff. Yes, I can fix your code when you're done with AI, so my job is safe. Yeah, I think. I mean, as amazing as it is, I feel like the deeper I get into it, the more of the cracks I'm starting to see. But so it's kind of what's the word? More calming to find out that it's not like perfect, at least not yet anyway. Because if it was perfect, I'd be like, ooh, oh gosh, is there even a point for my existence? Attack Rack. Hey, Attack Rack. Welcome back. Welcome back, Attack Rack. Can ChatGPT make a whole game for you if you give it a prompt? Probably. I don't know. Sometimes I have I have seen like I have tried to see how far you can just make it do everything for you, and sometimes it does give me some roadblocks where it's like it just pushes back a bit. It's like, hey, I know I'm an AI, but even I have my limits. Like I'm not here to dance for you. But then if you reword the question, I'm sure you could get something out of it. I mean, let me just ask it right now. um, Attack Rack, what kind of game would you want it to create for you? I guess you'd have to like specify like what language and things, right? Also, SuperTux, just copy the code that's still left in it and place it at the top of the other file. Doesn't make much sense to have that one in a separate file. And with the rest of it, I mean, line 5 to 15, so the function. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Well, hold on. While Attack Rack is coming up with the prompt, let me just. So 5 to 15, I will cut that function. Actually, no, I won't cut. I'll copy that function and I'll paste it into the top, you say? At the top of the other file. Okay. Before the load JSON. Oh, you know, it has to be before the load JSON because that it declares the function and that's the running the function. Okay, yes. Above line 1. All right, cool. Sweet. I'll save that. Thanks, SuperTux. That means I won't need imagedata.js anymore, right? Cool. One less file to worry about. That's good. Okay, let's see. Attack Rack. Like a snail that drives a motorcycle and shoots lasers out of its eyes. It's a collection platformer. Okay, all right, let's see. Can you code me a simple game where you are a snail that drives a motorcycle shooting lasers out of your eyes, and it's a platformer where you collect items. Question mark. This better not get me banned. So you're asking too much of this bot. You're now banned. Sure, I can give you a simple game in Python using the Pygame library, and that fits your description. However, keep in mind that this game will not have any graphics, and it will be up to you to create them. Oh, what a rip. Here's the code. Here it is in Python. Initialize. Screen width, 800 by 600. Peasant resolution. Clock, get the clock here. Set up the colors. Set up the player. Set up platforms. Okay, but where's the snail stuff? Set up the items. Game loop, here we go. Oh yeah, it's got the lasers. Player lasers. Laser rectangle and player lasers. Something, something. Crazy, right? Oh, it didn't finish loading. Oh no, okay, so this happens sometimes. You have to like regenerate the response. Um, if it's like a really, really big piece of code, it'll sometimes just kind of stop, which is a little disappointing. Oh, okay, this is exactly what I was telling you about. Sometimes this is strange. It's the exact same prompt, but this time it's like, hey, as an AI language model, I can provide you with the instructions, but I cannot actually create the game for you. However, I can provide you some guidance, which is strange because it just tried before, and now it refuses. So I don't really understand what changed there. But it's still pretty neat because it tells you everything, like step by step, what you need to do. Um, choose a game development platform, create a new project, set up a 2D platforming environment, create a sprite for the snail character and add movements. Add a motorcycle sprite and give it the ability to move and jump. Add laser shooting functionality to it, the snail's eyes, and create a mechanism for firing lasers. So, this time it doesn't give you the ingredients, but it gives you the recipe, which is kind of neat. Here are some additional tips for creating a game like this. Keep the gameplay simple and easy to understand for players. Focus on creating a visually appealing game environment with bright colors and fun animations. Use sound effects, music, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, that's all pretty basic stuff. Yeah. I think by regenerating, you're saying, I didn't like that answer, give me another. Oh, you reckon that's what it means? Because I usually say that code didn't finish loading, and it'll be like, oh, my apologies, let me try again. And then it usually works the second or third time. Let me delete this, though, before I continue asking. There are other AIs that can do graphics. Is there an AI that's like both? Because I'm so lazy, I can't be bothered asking two different AIs. Is there an AI that does both text and graphics? I don't want to have to like alt tab to a different program. Too much work. Was a hey Kubo? Hello, hello. Yoda, can you explain to me how to create a game like I'm a 5-year-old? Very simple language and explanations. Can you ask that? Sure. I will delete this one and I'll start a new chat. Just in case it like remembers the snails and the lasers and stuff. I wanted like a fresh. Sure, there you go. And look how fast it is as well, right? Of course! Here's a simple explanation how to create a basic game. Oof. You can use paper and crayons or markers to do this. Whereas like it's really targeting you as a 5-year-old here. Wait, that sounds really offensive to all the artists out there that use that use paper and crayons and markers. But you know what I mean? Like for games graphics, it's pretty unconventional to use crayons and paper. Oh wait, I'm not even. Oh, I didn't even read it properly. That's actually just to come up with the concept, not actually making your art. Never mind. Oh wait, no, here we go. Wait, what the hell? Oh, physical game. I completely forgot about that. Look at that. I forgot that physical games existed, like board games. What's the super tux? It's limited in how many words it can handle, so that's probably why it sometimes doesn't finish loading, as it just reaches the limits. So very small things work, but it won't write you a AAA game, as it can't handle that much at once. Yeah, that's fair enough, and probably the case for sure. Yeah, I have noticed that with like back in the day, I used to ask it for uh like to write me a script of Seinfeld, like a Seinfeld episode. This is before the whole like Watch Me Forever Seinfeld Twitch stream. Um, I was just trying to see what was possible with the chat bot, and let me just double check things here. Yeah, okay, so this is what I was trying out. I also realized, yeah, sometimes if it's a really long thing, it won't fit. Like I used to ask it like, "Oh, write me a whole Seinfeld episode of where this and this happens," but it only writes so much. So then sometimes I figured out you can say, "Write me the first part of a Seinfeld episode, and then write me the second part." You know, in a different question after that, and then they'll write the second part, and then just go on like that. So here, the first part of a Seinfeld episode where the cast are actually cats. Okay, this one was a bad first example because it doesn't work. I'm sorry, but I didn't have information about a Seinfeld episode where the cast are depicted as cats. um, so I think it misunderstood. What is love? Yeah. Okay, here we go. See, I have to be more specific. Write a Seinfeld episode script if Jerry, George, Elaine, and Kramer are actually cats. And then here's a potential script for a Seinfeld episode where the main characters are depicted as cats. The episode begins with a shot of Jerry's apartment where Jerry, a cat, is sitting on the couch and talking on the phone. Jerry. Yeah, so I was at the pet store today and I saw this guy I know. He's always trying to sell me stuff. Elaine, a cat, enters the apartment. Hey, Jerry, what's going on? Not much, just talking to George. Oh, I was just on my way to the pet groomer. My fur is getting a little out of control. Yeah, I think I might need to get a haircut soon, too. Kramer, a cat, bursts into the apartment. Kramer. Hey, Jerry, you won't believe what just happened to me. I was out on the fire escape, and I saw this pigeon fly by with a bagel in his mouth. Jerry rolling his eyes. Oh boy, here we go. George, a cat, enters the apartment. Hey, Jerry, Elaine, Kramer, what's going on? Hey, not much, just discussing the perils of pigeon-stolen bagels. Ah, the classic problem. Well, I have my own issues to deal with. I just found out my ex-girlfriend is getting married. Oh no, that's terrible. Yeah, it's tough. But hey, at least we have each other. The group of cats sit together on the couch and laugh. The episode ends with the group enjoying each other's company.
Aww.
Oh, boop, 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 boop. I love how, like, you know, it reinforces that, yes, these are cats. So Elaine, a cat, enters the apartment. It adds to the visuals. Why does Jerry have the squeaky voice like Greg usually uses for girls? That's like my Jerry Seinfeld voice too. What's the deal with corn nuts? Is it corn or is it a nut? And then I asked Lee what we should ask next, and then write a Gilmore Girls episode where Lorelai and Rory are actually cats, and then kind of much the same. Any Gilmore Girl fans in the chat here? Other than Exo Comics? Anyway, episode begins with a shot of Lorelai's kitchen where Lorelai, a cat, is making coffee and Rory, a cat, is sitting at the table. Lorelai grinning, "Morning, kitty." Rory yawning, "Morning, Mom. What's on the agenda for today?" Well, I thought we could go for a walk in the park and then maybe do some shopping at the pet store. Sounds good to me. Do you think we can stop by Luke's for some catnip? Ha! Of course, kitty. We can't miss out on a daily dose of catnip. See? It is incorporating the cat-like elements. I don't know what Gilmore Girls is. The fuck is a Gilmore Girl? Exo Comics is dying inside. Gilmore Girls is a show from. Don't look at the new show. There's a reunion season they made on Netflix. It's terrible. Don't look at that. The old one is the good one from the late 90s to early 2000s. Anyway, seems like we don't have many Gilmore Girl fans in the audience. I'm just gonna skip ahead to the next one. And then yeah, the same thing, but with friends, where the cats are actually cats, but Ross is a dog. Episode begins with a shot of Monica's apartment where the group of friends is gathered. Monica, a cat. Okay, guys. I have an idea for a game. It's called Cats and Dogs. Rachel, a cat. What's the game about? Monica. Well, it's kind of like Human Knot, but with animals. We all have to try and untangle ourselves without using our paws. Phoebe, a cat. That sounds like a lot of fun. Chandler, a cat. I'm not sure if I'm coordinated enough for this. Joey, a cat. Come on, Chandler. We've got this. Ross enters the apartment as a dog. Ross, a dog. Hey guys, what's going on? Monica, laughing, we're playing cats and dogs. You want to join in? Ross, excitedly. Absolutely, this is going to be great. The group of cats and the dog try to untangle themselves. Rachel, struggling. This is harder than I thought it would be. Yeah, it's a good thing we have Ross here to help us out. He's got a lot more strength than those paws. After a few minutes of trying, the group finally untangles themselves. Phoebe cheering. We did it! Ross panting. That was a lot of fun. Can we play again sometime? Monica smiling. Definitely, Ross. Anytime. The episode ends with the group of friends laughing and chatting. So it's not going to be in charge of creating entire shows and episodes in the near future, but it's still impressive, right? Anyway, we try to like see what the bot is capable of. Pretty damn good. Look at this one. I won't read the whole thing, but read an episode of Friends where Jerry Seinfeld from Seinfeld accidentally walks into the wrong apartment. Pretty neat setup, I thought. And it's just cool how well it works. But anyways, this is a good one too. Write an episode of Gilmore Girls where Lorelai and Rory have no hands and everyone else has 3 hands. I won't read the whole thing, but the episode begins with a shot of Lorelai's kitchen where Lorelai with no hands and Rory with no hands are trying to make breakfast. Lorelai frustrated, how are you supposed to make breakfast without any hands? Rory trying to butter toast with her elbow. I don't know, Mom. This is really difficult. Luke enters the kitchen with 3 hands. Luke grinning, hey Lorelai, Rory, what's going on? Lorelai sighing, we're trying to make breakfast, but it's impossible without any hands. Luke, surprised. You don't have any hands. How do you manage? Rory shrugging, we've had to get creative. We use our elbows and feet a lot. Luke, sympathetic, that must be tough. Here, let me help. He starts making breakfast using his 3 hands. Lorelai, grateful. Thanks, Luke. It's really nice of you to help us out. But yeah, it goes on like that. Kind of repeats like that a little bit, and then there we go. That's the end. How do we come up with these prompts? I don't know, but they're golden prompts. I think this is your one. It's a good one. Good prompts. Good use of AI. Anywho. I'm sweating. I'm going to BRB for a little bit, get some fresh water, and then we'll come back and hang out some more. So see you soon, BRB, and catch you on the flippity flop in like a minute and a half or so. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How is everyone doing? Thank you for waiting. It's getting warm in here. What's this? Firefly with finding that 68th spider before. Congrats. So anyway, what else is up? Yeah, I'd like to try and get that character customizer thing working ASAP, but first I'll try and get Hype Train ready for tomorrow's stream. That will be fun. Yeah, Hype Train tomorrow. That's my goal. When will you stream while you draw comics, Master Black? This week I'm not doing the Loading Hours comic. So recently I have changed my schedule a bit. Because I found myself like not really having any time to do anything but the weekly grind of stuff. Now I do. Oh, that's not even to me. Okay, that was to Extra Comics. Whoops. Not everything's about me. Oh, great. Oh, great. Well, I refuse to answer them because it's just a disappointing question. I mean, disappointing answer to the question, where it's just like, I'm not doing a Loading Hours comic this week because I'm working on other projects, and plucked up for all subs and patrons coming up. Hopefully coming out this weekend. And next week, Loading Hours comics again. But yeah, Extra Comics will never stream. Certainly not streaming our drawing process. Definitely not. I've asked in the past, but it seems to not be her thing at all. I think the best we can hope for is a IRL stream feature or like a gaming stream feature. I don't think she could handle a whole stream herself. Plus, her stream will get copyright striked for for her playing BBC podcasts or whatnot. Which I don't know how she can do that. I can't read. I mean, I can't listen to a podcast. Can't read a podcast either while working. I can't do that multitasking so well. I've tried to like have a YouTube video playing sometimes, like in the corner using like the Firefox kind of built-in picture-in-picture mode. But even then, it's hard to really enjoy and listen to it while also working. But if I do it, it's when I'm doing like really boring, uncreative work. Like if it's just like filling in colors or shading or something I don't really have to think about. If I have to like write dialogue or figure out the layout of a page, then I definitely can't listen to any podcast or music with too many words in it. Wait, streams can get copyrighted for that, for playing a podcast on it? I mean, I don't know. I assume. I'm not sure if it's ever happened because I don't think anyone would watch a stream where it's just someone listening to a podcast. Oh, then again, maybe they would. But it still counts as copyright. I'm not sure how active podcast companies are going after any Twitch streamers that are streaming their content. I doubt that's happening, but technically, I think you could still get striked for it. Unlikely. Strike, you guys should stream going to a petting zoo. Petting zoo? I don't think I've even been to a petting zoo. Do we even have a petting zoo in Auckland? I'm sure we do, but I can't think of any. Maybe, would it be more of a countryside thing? The only thing I can think of that's remotely close is the zoo, but I don't think petting the animals there is encouraged. Unless they bring an animal out. Sometimes they do that. They'll bring out like a boar or like a parrot. You can touch those. There are streamers who don't use webcams and microphones, like the guy, for example. He uses the mic sometimes, but the rest of the time it's only music. That's true. That's true, Exocomics. If you don't want to talk or be on camera, you can totally do that. A lot of people tune in for Gilded Guy. Can't imagine many people sticking around loading out a stream if I don't have a cam or microphone. It's just watching paint dry, basically. Otherwise. Did you touch a parrot? You weren't allowed to touch a parrot. Oh! Well, I didn't touch a parrot because I'm afraid of birds, but I guess you're not allowed to touch a parrot. I don't know. I didn't pay too much attention. Didn't pay too much attention to the animal touching stuff. Especially if it's a parrot. The bonus streams? Oh yeah, the bonus. Touche. Though, strike. Ah, no, touche. You're right. The bonus streams that I do on Discord are streams where I just work. There's no cam, there's no mic, but there is music. But some of you mute the stream. I can see that. Because you don't like my music. My taste in music, apparently. Or that the quality of the music isn't that good. Like the audio quality. You can see? I can see. Everyone can see, I'm pretty sure. There's a little like a microphone mute or a speaker mute icon next to your name in the Discord. I'm talking about the Discord streams, by the way, you gotta not Twitch. I think if I mute you, it doesn't work. I think if you mute in the Discord program, I can see it. But if you just like turn off your volume or something, then I don't think it would. You specifically, not the whole stream? Well, now I'm confused. Now I am confused. But on like a Discord, if someone's screen sharing, as I do for those bonus streams, you can choose to mute the screen, the screen sharing person, or not see the screen at all. And that shows up as an icon. Pretty sure. I don't know. Let's see here. What to do? Wagyu? Thank you very much. Kind of run out of things to talk about now. Don't know what else to say. I've shown all the character customizer stuff that I've been working on.
Is it bull semen or bull urine? Either way, it tastes damn good.
We could debate about that. Yeah. And the hype train I don't want to show off because that's going to be in tomorrow's stream. Oh, I guess I could briefly talk about the next things I want to do in the character customizer. Well, I already mentioned it a little bit. I already did mention it, but to mention it again, I want to be able to change the color of the whatever's that bright green thingy, and then at the end, export to a shareable code that I bring in, and I realize I have said these exact same words today. Okay, well, I literally have nothing else to say then. I've said everything I want to say. Wait, was there nothing else? No, I don't know. That's it. What other stuff do you want to do this year? Good question. What other stuff do I want to... Kind of thinking about finally getting myself an agent and making some progress toward a book of some kind, following in the footsteps of Exocomics. That would be something I'd like to do. That's like one of the reasons why I even spread out my comics scheduling so that I have like 1 week loading hours, 1 week plucked up, and that gives me a bit of time to do other things like that. So that'd be nice. Add more hats and faces to the character customizer. That's another thing, something I'd like to do as well. Especially if because there's gonna be a lot more focus on the character. If you can like choose your own character and have that, I want to have more options for you guys to play with. Since it's been a while since I've added anything new to that thing, and I realized because at the moment the only way you can really change your character look is by re-rolling using your bees, but that's kind of like it's like really hard to see what else is out there, and the more stuff you add, the less likely you'll end up getting the thing that you want if you're just randomly re-rolling. So once I have this kind of like, you choose your own thing that you want, that way it'll be much cooler to see all the different options. Have you watched The Last of Us? Sure have. So good. Excellent TV show. Highly recommend everyone to check it out. So good. Kind of makes me want to play the Last of Us games. I played the first one on the PS3, but I haven't played the DLC, and I haven't played the second one. And now I'm not sure if I just want to wait for the show. When Exocomics and I started watching The Last of Us, I did propose suggesting maybe like that we should play the game up to the episode that we're watching. But I've since realized I don't think they're sticking to the timeline of the first game, right? I think it's like showing off the DLC stuff already. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff happening that I don't remember. And also, we still have to finish God of War. So Exocomics refuses to play anything else until we finish God of War Ragnarok, which at the speed we're going at will never happen. Michael, why do you need an agent to publish a book? Why not self-publish? Oh man, self-publishing, that's a whole thing. So hard. Like at first I was thinking of doing like the self-pub. Let me just go over here, like self-publishing route, Kickstarter and whatnot. But seeing how much work that was for Exocomics when she did her successful Kickstarter, I was like, I don't want to do that. That doesn't look like fun. That looks like a lot of work. And because if you're based in New Zealand, it's like whew, super expensive to ship anything from here. First of all, to make a book here is expensive. To ship a book to anywhere but New Zealand is super expensive. So then it's like, okay, what? I'm gonna have to make the books be made in a factory overseas. But then it's like, oh god, then I can't like see it. I'm gonna have to just like trust that it looks good. I don't have like the expertise and knowledge of actual book printing. I don't know what I'm doing. And uh and then you'd have to like ship it to other countries, and then I think what Exocomics did was like you ship it in bulk to like England or something, and then there's like a different company there that ships it for you over there. It's just like, oh, it's just even just saying these words is like, ugh, made me feel gross and tired. So I don't like the idea of that. And then also to get your book in stores is like impossible if you're self-publishing. And I don't want to have to like, I don't know, bike to every bookstore with like a bunch of books in the back of my bicycle or something and just hope for the best. Nah, that I don't have that. So if you go through a publisher, then they do all that stuff for you. They do all the marketing, they put it in stores, they know how to print a book. They send you proofs, you check them. You know, they're professionals, they know how it's done. It seems like a lot more of a load off. Like it's already enough work just to make the contents of a book. I don't have the time or patience or energy to actually work on all the other stuff involved in making and selling a book. Not for me. Especially not for New Zealand. I think it's just like another extra hurdle. Also, hey, Kitty Rolls, hello, hello. Book? What book? I just got here. Oh, we were just talking about like stuff that I'm interested in pursuing this year. And I know book is something I've been saying for like the past whatever years, but this year definitely feels like the year I start making some potential headway into thinking about starting. Especially, you know, if I get an agent and then there's like actual other people asking me stuff to do things, you know, uh, that'll be a motivation for sure. Definitely a lot easier to go with a publisher and have a chance to sell a lot more books. Yeah. I mean, like the cut, I'm sure is like less than you would make if you self-publish, but then you'd have like the potential to sell way more books. And to see my book in a store, that'd be like super cool. To see my book in a store that I didn't put there myself by sneaking it in under my jacket pocket and just putting it on the shelf there. Yeah, that would be cool. Last time I said that sentence, COVID happened. That's good. Oh wait, that should have helped me work on the book if everyone is in lockdown. Damn it, I was gonna use COVID as an excuse for a second, but it's on the opposite. Kitty Rolls, I'm glad you waited 7 years to make the book so you could wait for all your younger fans like me to have money to buy your book. That's true. Marketing 101. You get them hooked when they're a baby, and you wait until they have a successful career and are making a steady income with spending money, and then you siphon them. Then you turn on the taps. And before Gregor gets monkey pawed and he sees his book in the store in the discount bin. If I saw my book in the discount bin at a store, I'd probably buy them all myself. Control the market that way. A world tour book signing tour thingy. And that's another. I mean, that'd be pretty sweet. That's something that's only possible if you go through a publisher. So that'd be pretty cool. I can dream. I was using COVID as an excuse back then. Oh wait, really? The publisher does that? I mean, I think only if you're like New York Times top bestseller or something. I don't know. I assume if you're like, I was gonna like use J.K. Rowling as an example, but everyone hates her right now, so I'm not gonna. Who's another person that's like dominated the book world recently? I can literally only think of like Roald Dahl, but I don't think. Did they even have planes? Were planes even invented when he was around? I don't think they were sending him around the world to sign books at a store. Dr. Seuss. Brandon Sanderson? I don't know who that is. Hurricane. What's he written? Dow, I heard Lee Chen is doing pretty good. Never heard of her. Sounds like a washed up has-been. Strike Neil Gaiman? Oh yeah. That's true. American Gods. And others. Oh yeah, George R. R. Martin. That's true. Tolkien, I don't know. That was it. That's like pre-planes, right? Tolkien is ages ago. But yeah, George R. R. Martin. But then again, he's not really selling books, new books. I don't think they would be flying him around the world to do book signings because first, there's no new book to sign, and second, I think the mob would kill him. The angry mob waiting for him at the bookstores would, yeah, beat him to death. Tolkien died in the 70s. Yeah, but still, I mean, it's still like, when was he writing books? So if he died in the 70s, hold on, when was loading? I was gonna say loading of the Rings, Lord of the Rings, first published. 1954. Yeah, I don't think they're sending Tolkien around in a plane in 1954 to do signings at Barnes and Noble. Can't see that happening. Then again, I don't know. I wasn't around in the 50s. Who knows? Top bestseller can be bought. Companies do it all the time, so you can be one too. I mean, not that you need to buy your own books to become a bestseller. I mean, I guess that's technically how that. I mean, that's true. To be a bestseller, it is a bought award. Master Black. If George kicks the bucket before finishing his final book, I will flip. Yeah, I mean, he's getting pretty old. Old and round, right? And I heard Exacomics, you told me this recently, right? He doesn't just have one more book to finish. He's got like 2 books left to go or something, or 3? I don't know. But there's like multiple books that he still has to do. 2? Exocomics. I would love to do a book signing. It's secretly my dream too. I'd be happy just to be like Exocomics' like assistant, to the one who like opens the book to the right page and then lets lets her sign it, and I hand it back to the person and I whisper in her ear like the name of the person. Kitty rolls. Kitty rolls. There are some Gregory Easter eggs in my book. Damn straight. There better be. Otherwise, how am I supposed to claim my royalties? But yeah, Exocomics' book is looking pretty damn cool. She's been super busy working on it. Non-stop, basically. Finish the... I don't even know. Do you want me to say like specifics, like of what milestone you're up to, or is that hush hush? Like, can I say what milestone you just recently? Yeah, I can say. Okay. Well, the Exocomics recently finished all the character line art, so that's pretty cool. There's like hundreds of pages. I forget the exact number. Another thing, I'm not sure if I want to spoil for people how many pages there are, but there's triple digits. 208 pages. Damn. $208, that's more than every Loading House comic, including the bad ones. Excuse me? Hold on. Wait, I've had more than 208 comics. Yeah, damn right. 529. That's more like it. Oh, yeah. And that's not even including all the plucked up stuff either. Cool. How many pages, though? I would say even more than 500 and whatever pages, because some of the comics, especially the earlier ones, they're so long that they would span multiple pages anyway. But anyway, as far as like making a book is concerned, I don't even know what the book would be. Like, I don't know if it would just be like a collection of Loading House comics, or if it would be something new altogether. Hey, Firefly, a nice amount of spiders there. Congrats. Yeah, because like Exocomics is working on like a completely new book, new storyline, based on Cat Town, obviously, but all new material, all new content. So yeah, I don't know if I'd be going that route, or if I would be doing like a plucked up collection thingy, or a Loading House collection thingy. And the Loading House comics, they don't really lend themselves well to being printed in a book. I guess the recent ones more so, but even then, like, how are you gonna fit this on a page? 7 panels. Like, what is that? You can put 6 on one page and then the 7th on the other page? What have I done? I've drawn myself into a corner. Christmas collection, Valentine's collection, stuff like that could work. Oof, I don't know. I don't really have enough to fill a whole book. Especially when, I don't know, there's a lot of comics that are way too old now. I mean, I wouldn't feel good with printing comics from like the olden days. Even though they're still popular comics, I don't like the art. Ugh, look at those eyes. bulbous, breasty eyes. I mean, actually, that one's okay, I suppose. But some of these, like, look at these ones. Like, look how crazy different they look. The panel sizes, the speech bubbles are so gross. They're so thick. And man, yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at these speech bubbles. They're just all over the place. So messy. Oh my god. To be fair, we all told you they looked bad back then too. Whatever. I bet they were all your idea anyway. Your fault that they look like this. And yeah, if you go right back, then it's like really strange territory, like photo texture background. What the hell was I on? Was I drunk? What a strange development. Look at that concrete. And then you got those like those black footer punchline things. Something I used to do. Yeah, look at this one. Then I experimented with like a paper texture in the background. Bizarre. Bizarre stuff. These are like the weird 70s of the Loading Eyes comics. And then you got like comics with weird ass punchlines. And look at these eyes. Oh my god, look how wonky their faces are. I feel like I'm on LSD or something. Crazy. Crazy stuff. I actually love the wild text bubbles. They're really lively. What are you talking about? The ones when they go over the panel. I mean, I think a little bit is good, but sometimes they just went way too far. Like, what is happening here? As oh god, I hate how relevant this still is. Explosion are the same though. If you look at their older comics, there is nudity sometimes in their comics, so don't check them without censorship. I feel like Explosion comics are the opposite. It's like they look the same basically, except now it's less JPEG compression. Hey, where rebels are? Welcome back. 31 months. Twitch is not loading. Loading hours for me. Feels like an Inception moment here. Well, hello all anyway. I'll see if I can fix it by clearing the cookie monsters. Oh, so you can't even see the stream. Okay, well, I'm gonna... hey, thanks, where rebels? There we go. In case you can't see the stream, I'll just message you.
Reporting in.
Thank you very much. Time to make a new website? Oh, no. This is... Oh, man. Actually, what... Oh, this is the first time. This is the first iteration of the new website. It's a pre-Super Tux, but the same sort of design. The storyline. Oh, I thought I had some screenshots of the... it looks basically the same, but it didn't have a dark mode. And it was nowhere near as fast and as cool as this. God, I love the site. So cool. This is like, honestly, Super Text, you have no idea. Like, it's like one of those things where my whole life I feel like I've always been struggling. Well, I've always been disappointed by like one aspect of something. Like, internet was a thing. Like, for my whole childhood, and I'm sure with many people's childhoods, internet was always like this thing that always wouldn't be as fast as you wanted it to be. It always had some issues, it was slow, then you had like a bandwidth cap or some shit. It always had problems with it. And then suddenly, at some point, it all just clicked. Like you move somewhere and suddenly you've got fiber and like, oh my god, now I've got fiber, I got unlimited bandwidth, couldn't be happy with internet. So fast, and I feel so spoiled with it. Like, hold on, let me show you something. Hold on, let me pixelate this for a second, just in case. I'm not sure if Google shows the exact location or something, but yeah, check this out. Boom! Look at this internet speed. Look at these numbers. Look at that. Poof! It's trying to break through, and then the up like again. Boom! So cool. Nice. 69 megabits a second. Right there. Look at that. Crazy fast. So yeah, internet is something I'm like super stoked about for a while now. And then same with the website. Website, I feel like every website I've had has always had issues. It's always been so slow with WordPress and whatnot. And something always felt like something was wrong. The database was so wrong. You had to go in and clean it and optimize it. And then plugins work. Sometimes they don't work. There's too many plugins. There's not enough plugins. Trying to like go on Google page speed or all these websites that analyze your website and give you a grade, and then you try and figure out what can I do to increase this number or decrease this number, decrease latency, whatever. You try all these different caching plugins and they never work, or they used to work and they don't work anymore, or you can't uninstall it because it's stuck now. I don't know. Whatever the hell. And then this new website with like SuperTux and Gmaps help is just so fluid, so fast. Oh, it just spoils me. So cool. Extra functions and things. Couldn't be happy with it. And this live thing is cool. The search is cool. Both. And all of this stuff, it all works so well. Yeah, sometimes I'll even forget if I'm previewing the site on my local server or if this is live, because they're both so fast. It's happened to me before. I would be like, because like when I'm posting a new comic or something, I run a local server so I can see how it looks, like how the latest comic looks. Have I plugged in all the information? You know, does the description look nice, or is it all weirdly whatever cut? And I'll be like changing something, like, why isn't it updating? Like, what's going on? And then I'll realize, oh, I'm on loadinghours.com. I'm on the live server, but it felt like the local one because of how fast it was. So that if I have to complain about anything, it's that it's too fast. It confuses me. Yoda, what's this? That is very fast. Do you use the speed daily? You mean, what do you mean? Daily? What do you mean daily? The speed? What you talking about? Well, hey, Polka, thank you for following. Do you download gigabytes of stuff every day? Oh, yes. Well, I mean, first of all, streaming is one thing, and then after the stream, I go and upload the VOD to YouTube. So that's like, what, 10 gigabytes easily? 10 gigabytes easy, right then and there per stream. And I think even recently, I'm downloading games on a whim just to play like one round of PUBG before deciding I'm too old for this and I uninstall it again. I do that. Recently, I've dabbled with having an email client, so it's downloaded like all 10,000 emails from my Gmail to my computer, which I think is like 30 gigs worth or something. From not just my Gmail, but my other email account too. Which I had to do twice by mistake, because once I did it with Thunderbird and I didn't like Thunderbird, so I uninstalled that, installed a different one, got it again. So I don't know how many gigabytes I've wasted downloading and re-downloading my emails, but and I'm not even sure if I'm still going to use it. I might uninstall the email client to begin with entirely, because I realize Proton Mail does not work well with IMAP, which is what third-party email clients use. So that's been disappointing. But oh well. Hey, only Misty, only 53 viewers. You deserve way more. Oh, well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate your +1 view. Welcome to the stream. Also, name unknown, thank you for the follow. Saruman, changing my site from WordPress to Hugo was also a life-changing upgrade. Yeah, it's just like, especially coming from WordPress. WordPress is like notoriously known for being slow. To go from one extreme to the other. Oh, and that's another thing as well. This is so fast, and the server it's running on is free because it just uses Cloudflare. That's like the extra cherry on top as well. That's just totally unnecessary. What an unnecessary boost. Hey, like not only is it so much better in every single way, it's also free. Like, but don't tell Cloudflare that. Don't tell them. Hey, only Misty, thank you for choosing follow too. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Thank you very much. Whew. You want some treats? Oh gosh. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna go find. I'm gonna go get paste some treats. Hold the phone. BRB. Be back in 30 seconds. Wait there. Whoop, yep. Get back over here. There you go. Get some full screen action on this. Also, what is this song? This song's freaking me out. Oh, it's on you, Paste. Spider's on you. Maggie, third spider. Your first 3 all in today's stream. Good job. Hmm? Hello. Nice. Little full screen cat action. Let's see here. How clean is a cat's mouth? If it bites you, can anything bad happen to the bite site? I don't know. It depends on the cat, I suppose. I feel like usually it's fine. I don't think it would get infected. And you can always just like wash your hands. The only time I think I've noticed like a problem with after a puncture by a cat was like house sitting for my parents with Goofy, their cat Goofy. That's like a really outdoorsy cat. He scratched me once, like on the finger here or something. I didn't really care much about it. Like it wasn't accidental scratch or anything, but you know, it did bleed a little bit, and I didn't wash it afterwards. 'Cause I guess I got distracted and I forgot. Anyway, that got kind of infected, which is annoying. I think it's because Goofy was an outdoors cat, and he probably has a bunch of like I don't know, bunch of cow dung or something in his claws or something. I don't know. Um, so I guess it depends on the cat. But as far as like a cat bite, yeah, I don't know. I don't think you'd have to worry too hard. If you do worry, I think it's just a simple some soap and water should do the trick, unless it's like a feral cat. Hey, name unknown. Dun, 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 dun. Was that? Huh? Mm. I keep hearing something. Yeah. Pace is annoyed with me. I'm mocking you, Paste. Cats are cleaner than dogs, but hard to tell if cleaner than humans. Oh yeah, isn't like a human's mouth more dirty than a toilet or something? I heard. I forget. Was some sort of like interesting fact? Or was it ice cubes? Is it ice cubes that are dirtier than the toilet? Something, something like that. Gregor cut a hole in the paper bag yesterday and put it over Paste, and she poked her little head through. It was so cute. She looked like a very low tech robot, and then she fell over. Oh, yeah, that was adorable. Yeah. Um, yeah, the bag was over Paste with the little head sticking out, and then I and then I threw a bead that Paste likes to chase past her, and she went to jump after it, but because she was in a bag, she just kind of did a forwards roll unintentionally. Oh, I almost felt bad, but then Pace went straight back into the bag. So I'm like, okay, well, couldn't have hated it that much. It was like a paper bag. Oh yeah, yeah. There. I think you've got the photos on your phone, Exocomics. Do you have any to show? You could you could message me it, and I could show it on stream. Yeah, you send me it. Keyboards and phones are dirtier than a toilet, especially if you take a cramp on it. Phones I can understand, but I don't understand with these references. Dirtier than a toilet. Like, what does that actually mean? Like the inside of a toilet, like the toilet bowl, or just the the seat, or what? Oh, where you going? Oh, where you going, huh? Ah, you changed. Oh, my screens. My screens. Oh, how did you do that? Um. I don't even. Can you even see this still? How did you? Oh, there. Oh, gosh. it's. I have it set to this button here. Oh, no, now it doesn't work. Oh, it's gone again. Can you see that, or because I can't see the screen at all? Hey, Blueberry Bean. Hey, welcome to the stream. Just chilling out in today's one. Oh, geez, what time? Oh my God, isn't it late? Okay, hold on. It's way later than I thought. Last time I checked the time, it was like 12:30. Now it's almost 1:30. But hey, Blueberry Bean, you've arrived just as I'm leaving, unfortunately. But I'll be streaming again tomorrow, and then the day after that too. But thank you for coming by. Let's see here. But before I go, though, I will find this photo for you. Oh yeah, I think Exocomics has sent me it. One moment here. We'll end on a high note. We'll end on the note showing you the photo of Paste in that bag. And that'll be a good wrap up for the stream. Loading. Loading. 1 second. Oh my god! Facebook Messenger sucks! Sucks! Okay, hold on. I've got the Facebook Messenger like Windows app because I thought it would be like slicker than just using a browser. But man, it's crazy. It's like updated every other day, and it's still so bad in many ways. Like you can't even drag and drop a file onto it. The first time it'll like deny it. You have to do it again. It's just really frustrating. Anyway, enough bad news. Here, good news. Check this out. Look at Paste. Paste in her bag. Huh? Huh? Adorable. She stayed like that for a very long time, almost like just transfixed. Like when you draw a chalk line on the ground for a chicken, and they just like stare at that line. But yeah, super cute. And then I threw the bead, and then Paste went to go chase after it and just tumbled. Alright. Anyway, on that cute note, I'm gonna bid you all farewell. Yeah, when you took her out, she went back in. Yeah, she went back into the bag. Like the bag. It's her new costume. Costume of choice. Excellent.
I can't show frog cream. That's a whole different thing.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Let's go and find someone to raid. And I will see you all in tomorrow's stream, where hopefully I'll have the hype train up and running. So that's pretty exciting. Very exciting. Let's see here. Ooh. Ooh. Who to raid? Let's see. Maybe an art stream? Maybe? This looks kind of interesting. What is that? It's like an animation. Is that Flash? Yeah, this looks interesting. Almost looks like a Garfield, but it's not Garfield. But yeah, cool. Let's raid this person, Super Daniel. Doing some Flash animation, frame by frame looking. Looks cool. It's giving me PTSD just looking at it though. I never want to open Adobe Flash ever again. But let's go raid him, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's stream. Goodbye, farewell, and thank you very much for watching. Okay. Music just stopped. I don't know. Wait. All right. Goodbye. All right. Anticlimactic without this music. Where the hell is the music at? No music?